Don't watch me.
I don't watch people eat. No, I'm not in my head. I'm just listening to my music in my head. I'm not looking at you eat. Why would I want to watch your food? I'm hungry myself.
I'm right there with you. All right, y'all. Thank everybody for tuning back into the Doc
My
Freeman Show.
grandbaby, that's my grandbaby telling me, don't watch me eat.
Don't watch you
See?
eat. Yeah, I can't do that with my daughter either. If I sit there and try to watch her eat, if I try to sing the songs that she's singing along to, she'll give me the hand, she'll start screaming, just gotta walk away.
About it. Can't watch them whip or nay.
Hey, but Buddha Monk, it's my pleasure, man. I really appreciate you doing this with me today. This is really dope. How you been feeling?
I've been feeling pretty good, bro. I almost died, you know what I'm saying? I came back because like I didn't know it was happening. Like my doctor in New York gave me like clear royal health, but she shot me with the flu shot. And then a couple of weeks after that, I kept telling her after I left there, I kept telling my girl, like, yo, I don't feel good, something ain't right. Next thing you know, bro, I was in the hospital, blood clots everywhere, all kinds of crazy shit. But I didn't have none of that before I got the flu shot. Then we did some research and found out that the blood clots could shoot you over to a diabetic and all kinds of sorts of things. Possibly, yeah. Like, yo, bro, it was crazy. I wound up becoming I wasn't a diabetic. I became a diabetic. Everything.
Man, I'm telling you, if it isn't one thing, it's another. You know, especially with 2020, man.
Yeah. And I got sick right around the time of the pandemic, like losing my breath and everything.
Yeah.
It took me hours to get downstairs. And that's because my lungs were like, I couldn't breathe hardly. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what was going on. They tried to say it was blood clots, but I believe I had already had that COVID before they told everybody about it.
Yeah.
It took me 3 weeks to get out the hospital.
You know, it's crazy that you say that too, because I think it was right before January, actually, like the end of December, beginning of January, when everybody was getting sick. My whole household was sick.
December. Starting November. It started in November. They had already knew before November, but the president didn't start telling everybody until March. The second week of my birthday is on the 9th. And then when I left the hotel after being there 3 days, that's when they shut everything down. I say, look at this. God gave me a birthday for 3 days and then shut the world down. And I did my last show out in Boston with Solomon Childs. Solomon Childs had a show and I went out there and that was the last show we done seen. That was the last show in Boston. And before that, I had got sick, I told you, and I didn't go out. Yeah. So I was like, well, I don't care what it's going to take. I'm going out to this show tonight. I went out, and the next day, they shut the world down.
That's crazy, man, in the blink of an eye. But you know what? We still here, man, and, you know, let's make the best of it, you know.
I'm trying. I got new ideas. People going to follow some of this shit like Twitter that I'm doing.
So talk to me. So I noticed that you actually have you got a single out right now that I was knocking earlier, and you know, of course, we playing The Prophecy right now. This is one of the earlier releases for those that are watching live. But the track that I'm alluding to right now is Boss, BOZZ. It's like a posse cut. You know, that listening to this track earlier when I was getting ready, it was like one of them, you know, you getting ready to do something, getting dressed, you know, combing your hair. I was cutting my hair actually, and I'm playing this. I'm like, yo, this took me back to like 1999 right here. Can you tell me a little bit about that record?
Boss. Well, originally, I had got me, Judah, and 5 Foot Hyper Sniper from the Sioux Ninjas, and we were planning on. We had went out to Cleveland to go do a show, but on the way going back, we was like trying to figure out. We wanted to create a new name and a new brand and stuff like that. And like, cause like after Dirty passed, a lot of things I went out in Europe for a while and came back, and then so we on the train. In fact, we weren't even coming back; we were heading up, and I was like, "Yo, so I want to start a whole new group, a whole new everything." I had already started working on this other project that I have, which is coming out. That's getting ready to shock everybody too. It's called Heisman. Black Bush the Movement. Me, RL, Bacardi are the owners of that project and that company. So this company right here, Zoo Bullies, was more so I wanted Judah and 5 Foot to be a part of it, would be 100%. Oh. 5 Foot wound up going to do some other project, but me and Judah kept rising to do this. I took the Zoo Bully song, and actually what I did, the Boss song, we was doing a Zoo Bully project, and I started working on some of these projects. But in fall, some soldiers are still here. Some soldiers want to take and lack and don't show up and do stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take the project, instead of letting the project sit, and everybody's waiting on a Zoo Bully album, I'm going to take some of the songs, promote them on the Buddha Monk album, call it a Buddha track, and say featuring the Zoo Bullies. And that was one of the tracks. And so I was...
Stay tuned, y'all. I think we lost Buddha Monk for a little bit. Might just be the connection.
Niggas don't even know about half of the shit we about to come with. You know what I'm saying? They saw the Wu come through. Now it's time to see the Brooklyn Zoo come through. You know what I'm saying? Because we all remain you. You know what I'm saying? Universe and unified to make things happen. You know? So that's just about basically about it. Right now, the name of the album is called, like I said before, The Prophecy. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord Buddha Monk. And what niggas what? Buddha's name. Straight up, we got Buddha Monk right here. A thinking brother, you can hear that. The Buddha, check out his album. Yo, so how about this? How about we get you boys right here into a little freestyle? You know what I'm saying? We kick it to a freestyle. I know you got skills. I know you got. Oh, yeah, we can handle that. Yes. Can we do this? Yeah, for the listeners out there. WBKZ.
Buddha Monk, I got you back, brother.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I had lost you for a second.
Okay. I'm still here. I hear the connection trying to come back. We just waiting on the pictures and everything.
All good. All good. I got you back over here. Up
until what part though?
Okay, so basically you were saying that you were getting the Zoo Bullies project together and Boss. We were alluding to that from talking about the Boss track.
And so Boss was supposed to be on the Zoo Bully project.
Okay.
And then what happened was some of the artists were available to continue to do the project, and some had family matters and issues. Judah had broke his leg a couple of times and his knee and some other stuff, and other people passed away and cousins of different family members. So the Zoo Bully album started getting further and further away from us. So what I did was I wanted to do a Buddha Monk album called I Am Hip Hop. But before I put the I Am Hip Hop out, because I wanted to do like all new kinds of feature feel, like do a lot of music that everybody's doing too as well. So I was like, you know what? Let me put some of these joints out because I'm on them. The ones that I'm on, I'm gonna consider them a single, and just let everybody feature so people can really ask about the artist that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I wanted people to focus more to them. on the projects that I'm doing. So the new album's gonna be set up where like I might do 2 joints, but there might be 2 other artists on it. So I want people to on all of these songs that I'm gonna make a single, there is an artist performing on every single song. That way you get to figure out which artist you really love and how much more you want to go and search for them and listen to their music. You feel me?
Most definitely is. You quarterbacking the whole thing. You trying to put everybody else on. You know, that's a dope move. That's a real dope move. Because I mean, from what I know, I mean, you got skin in the game already. I mean, aside from being a lyricist, you're a vocalist. If I'm not, you know what? If I'm not wrong here, you produced one of the joints off Dirty's album, right? I think it was the Nigga Please album.
I've done production on the Nigga Please album. I've done production on the Return to the 36 Chambers album. I've done production on his other album too, Russell Jones. I've been at every album. I've been produced. Actually, also wound up like getting into sound effects and spending hours and hours in the studio while he was somewhere relaxing and taking a break. You know, RZA would be taking care of a lot of the other projects, and Dirty would have me taking care of his projects. And then whatever, you know, whenever him and RZA got together, they figure out what they wanted to do for the project, and Dirty will tell me, and then I'll quarterback it and make sure it goes smooth. So when he come in, all he got to either do is drop vocals, or it's damn near close to the mix the way he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes some of the mixes I did was so perfect when he got there, he just was like, yo, hold on. He pushed one button, he heard a sound in it that was there, and I didn't know where it was at. And he found it and took it out. But I would tell him like, yo, somewhere in here is a sound, and I can't find it. I don't know if you got to do the vocal. He said, nah, I know where it's at. I remember when I recorded. Boom. I was like, yo, I don't know how you did that. That shit crazy.
That's how it is, though.
Yeah, that's exactly like I'm at the point now with him and the music, the way I'm doing my music now, bro. It's like a whole, like, people want a lot of, I'm seeing how TikTok and everything go, but also when I throw a lot of the stuff that I'm doing on there, you see the numbers moving. That's because people miss that genre of music. You understand what I'm saying? So I can give them new stuff.
Oh, you going choppy again? You still there with me? We're gonna get Buddha Monk back here, y'all. Hold on 1 second. We'll change that dial.
You there?
Yes, sir. I got you back there. I got you covered.
I know why. I did. I just fixed the problem. I was on my phone instead of Wi-Fi.
I got you.
So I just put the Wi-Fi. So let's just hope I'm pretty sure we're gonna get through it now.
All right, good. Yeah, because I had a feeling that story was about to start getting good right there.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm an engineer, I'm a producer, you know what I'm saying? I'm an author now. I did the book about me Dirty, and now I got some people between me working on wanting to do a documentary television deal before the book. I'm one of the people, like, I'm the skeleton in the closet, you know, like, you know, they say people got skeletons in their closet. Well, I'm always a skeleton in the closet because anytime I come out the closet, niggas don't want to let me shine. You know me? And I'm not saying, I'm talking about all genres of people don't want to see. Like, people will tell you they're proud of what you do and they're happy and honored for you, but in all reality, they were the ones trying to impede your progress. You know, and for me, that's been happening through my whole life of dealing with this whole Wu-Tang Saga thing, period. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm happy for my brothers and I want my brothers to be happy for me. You know, I see them, we can do shows together and everything. But at the end of the day, my hustle is real. I'm out here in the streets and in these online stores and everything that I'm creating out there with me, G Clef, Shooter Priest. I did my stuff basically from scratch, bro. I went to Europe and I stayed out in Europe for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Just touring. I was supposed to go out there for one show in Europe. Europe kept me for 7 years touring.
Wow.
I made like 2.7 million off how long I was out there, and it got back over here and the IRS tried to freeze all of it. After I went all the way over there, did it on some child support shit that wasn't even true because the chick wasn't telling the truth. She was trying to do some other shit because we broke up, and she didn't tell them. And so she told them she didn't know where I was at. So when I got here, they tried to freeze my shit. I'm like, what you talking about? I've been sending her ever since I've been in Europe. You know, but the good thing saved me was because I could show them from all of the receipts that I had sent money to her in her name through Western Union. So yeah, they had to remove that. But then some other shit just came up, and I'm like, I already took hits. Why y'all doing it? So when it was time for the pandemic, they took the money again. They took pandemic money. You ain't took none of my other money, but you take my pandemic money. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's just a game. This system is made to do whatever they want with you if you allow them to do that. But see, me, I'm an inventor. I'm always inventing a way to create a flow cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I've always learned, I could be in Paris, I'm gonna learn how to make some money out there. I could be in LA, I'm gonna learn how to make some money out there. I can be anywhere, and I know at the end of the day, my family gotta eat, I gotta eat. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta learn what they're doing, I'm gonna learn what they're doing, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta say, through everything that I've done, this music has kept me a way to continue through the grace of Allah to be successful and still, you know what I'm saying, catch residuals from it. You know, some people be wondering about a check. I don't wonder about a check. I be like, oh, I didn't know I was getting out there for that. And yeah, go ahead, now go do what y'all want with that. So I'm gonna have fun. Nah, here you go, daughter. Here you go, grandkid. Oh, you want some fresh kicks? I want to be able to do that. Well, if I can't do that, it's something was wrong from all of the time that I've been doing what I'm doing. It's time to move on to a different, you know, different movement.
Man, so being out in Europe for 7 years too, and then it's just like we just went through a journey with all of that. So it was some serious ebbs and flows. You know, you're high, you try to come back, and then they try to pinch you. And then you know, leading back up to this point, they're trying to pinch you again when you're at your top. So I understand what you're saying of like being the skeleton. You know, every time it's just like, you know, it's like Sisyphus going up that hill, pushing that rock. As soon as you feel like you're at the top, the rock's rolling back on you. But I got faith in this. I got faith in this, especially, you know, I can hear it in your voice. I can definitely hear it in your voice.
You know what the weird part about it? When Wu-Tang came to Europe, I already had it on lock. It was like, yo, my man, Wu-Tang, hey! You like Buddha Monk? Oh, that's my man. Buddha Monk was just here last week. He was like, yo, Buddha. So then when we went to go do we went to do this big event out in Lausanne, Math and everybody, I broke my leg at the studio. I was trying to break a new hit and broke my leg. But so, we was on our way we went to the show, and that's when all of the niggas like, what you doing now? I said, I'm out here doing the same thing y'all do, only I'm going a different way, because y'all went that way. And we go that way, I go this way, either way. I'm taking. So, but Rizzo and them always asking, do you need anything good? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. This was after Dirty Pass, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, but I didn't never understand when Rizzo was like good, that he was actually mad to me if I needed money or a check. But I always told Rizzo I was good because, to be honest with you, I really was good. I never had to say to Rizzo one of them a method man and none of them, hey, cut me check. I came to the show on a humbug. I got enough money to gig. He can't get a couple of dollars to get back home. Nah, it was never like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm there. I got a pocket full. My diamonds rock. They diamonds rock. You know what I'm saying? You only built for Cuban links. I'm built for every link just like you. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let's just soar. Because, like, to be honest with you, when niggas was first starting, I was one of the niggas that would be having all the weed, giving niggas mad weed and everything. I remember when everybody was only getting $50 per person to perform. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? I was there at this. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't get the $50 because I wasn't on the stage performing at the time. But I was with Dirty. So if Dirty got 50, he gave me 25. Just because I was with him, and this is what me and him was gonna make a career out of. And so next thing you know, I remember all the days walking on the beaches that was hot. We had our first Black Shirt Yellow, the first song, the first album that we had that they gave me, that I was promoting and pushing to all of the DJs, was After the Laughter on one side and Protect Back on the other. But I thought originally, I think they was trying to make After the Laughter the single, but originally every DJ that got the record wanted to do Protect the Next side as the single. And that's the way RZA would always set the albums of people who give everybody this song and tell everybody, yo, so this is the single. But then when everybody played the other side, they would always make the other side the single. RZA was on it like that, bro. He was the engineer. He was very smart and creative and doing those things. You understand what I'm saying? But there was times too, I tried to tell him, and I told him, sometimes you tell a person, yo, that's not the single. This is the single. Gotta need to get up on this. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, he was like, oh, okay, I know what I'm gonna do, but then it would be the other single, and I'd be like, see, I told you that was the single. Sometimes, sometimes people don't want to listen to you. They think they know everything, so you gotta let them know everything. Like, listen, niggas like super ingenious, of course they are. They're very smart, of course they are. You know what I'm saying? But I am too. I'm a genius. I'm a boy wonder when it comes to here. I tell niggas shit all the time. I'm a boy wonder. Like, the duties of a habit is to look, listen, observe, and also to respect everything and every aspect of life. You gotta do knowledge to things before you even think about speaking. You have to understand it before you can make something understood to somebody. And so, within my lifetime, bro, my struggles with this music thing was not placing the music on the plate. It was basically everybody coming and getting behind this. Like how everybody got their whole mechanical machine behind Wu-Tang. I didn't get that. I had to work hard to make this mechanical machine work. You understand what I'm saying? It was because I didn't. There's a way that you can make people play music and respect you, whether they didn't know about you as much as they wanted to or not. And that's the same thing you'll see in like Cooch Rap and all of they had dope lyrics, but the point that everybody was missing was at that time they wasn't picking the right tracks. Me, I always try to pick the right tracks, which is nod your head to this. If you can't pick a nod your head to this track, then the race is already lost. The technique to winning is if I went into this party and I seen 6 young people over there and 10 older people over here, I'm gonna play for the 10 older people because the 10 young people, they got 6 good songs, but the 10 people, the 6 good people, the young cats, they only got 6 good songs, but the 10 people over here, they know a whole genre of music and they ready to get their ass on the floor and dance. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, these people can make these little young niggas understand what hip hop is really about and what R&B and everything else is about. So you got to know that. You can't walk up in a club and everybody's going, yo, get your ass up, get your ass, and try to go in there 1 2 1 2. If you're not Wu-Tang Clan or somebody that's from the clan, and they don't mention that you part of Wu-Tang Clan, your music not gonna get played like that. If you're not 50 Cent, your music ain't gonna get played like that. If you're not Jay-Z, your music ain't gonna get played like that. You try to go do some shit like that and go behind somebody like, if you go behind somebody like Lil Baby, if you're not part of somebody that's strong, Lil Baby got all the attention and your CD or nothing that's on those tables out there in the front is getting picked up. But if you go in there with some bass, some real drums, snare gotta be hitting. It's gotta snap ahead. You gotta make people want to get up and jump in towels and they sweating. They gotta go get a drink. You gotta be like a DJ when you doing your music, yo. I know what 5 songs to play that's gonna keep these niggas jumping and gonna make them go get drinks and at the same time go get my CD because I'm hot. So this is the way you got to create yourself. You gotta finalize your book to a way that you can help yourself become an artist that everybody will look up to. See, you see, God bless his dead Pop Smoke. He had a little swag about him, but also he took a little bit of 50 Cent with him. He took old school and added a little new to it. But he learned from old. He learned from old school, not an old person. He learned from old school music. He loved everything about 50 because I heard like 6, 7 different lines that he used of 50 Cent all the time. So, of course, naturally, 50 Cent gotta put this little nigga on. Not only that, he looked just like your ass.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? He looked just like him. He looked just like 50 Cent. Yo, bro, and he was starting to build up like him, built like him, lifting weights, everything. So I was like, this little boy respects hip-hop. You understand what I'm saying? And he's a general. God bless his dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry he's gone, but yo, he was getting ready to take over. You understand what I'm saying? In a major way. And all of the older players would have been able to be in a whole world with him and do some shit differently because he wasn't trying to really follow everybody. He was like on some, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was swag. It had swag. It didn't have that, yeah, okay, you want to pop bottles and all that other shit, but listen, there's a certain way to pop bottles. Listen, I got my pants hanging down. That don't necessarily mean that I came to this club to start trouble. I came here to relax, party, and chill with you. You know what I'm saying? Drink a few brews. You got that shit from fucking from Biggie and everybody else. You become who you are because people love your swag, not the fucking catastrophe you can create.
Right.
And that's what my hip hop is about too, bro. It's nod your head music constantly. You know, that's what I want for these kids because if we don't keep giving them this, I asked Dirty how long we was gonna do this. Dirty told me he was gonna do it till we were 70. Unfortunately, my brother passed on me. God bless the day, he passed on me. But I get what he's saying. I'm 51 right now, but I'm still making shit that niggas could be like, yo, think when we started to now. I'm still popping them.
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't lose my crowd. Sometimes it's better to let the old crowd grow and just grow a crowd that already loved you from the beginning. What happened? Whatever happened to them, I'm gonna show you what happened to me. Because the way I come out, I'm not gonna come out like the old ones do and do some dumb shit and it sound like garbage and trash. Look, you should have just stayed hitting. You understand what I'm saying? I'm building you up to that moment that I'm gonna smack you in your face with some shit that you didn't even think I could do. But then you're gonna be like, yo, he should have been done that. They weren't doing this at that time. They didn't want to accept what we was doing. A lot of shit that we wanted to put out way before everybody else, they was like, nah, they not ready for it out there. Now where all of these A&Rs? Your A&R, them A&Rs ain't ready for it because they fired all their ass. you lost the labels millions and millions of dollars.
You know what? Truth be told, too, with the harmonizing and everything, like the whole zoo actually, I heard that before cats that I won't name. So y'all can definitely say that y'all were innovators when it came to that, as far as making records.
Huh, bro? All these niggas harmonizing and doing all this other shit. I guarantee you. Let me tell you, I was already there. My mother was like one of those people for me, because the Temptations, Shy Lights, Four Tops, everybody was like there for me. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Sure.
The thing for me was like this. It was like when I heard my mother play a certain song, I know I was getting ready to get some banana pudding. Don't throw on no fucking Al Green because the party's on now. I'm getting ready to get this banana pudding because mommy in there singing Love and Happiness. So whatever her and stepdad done did that night before, I'm getting banana pudding today. I don't give a fuck. It's all right. Y'all go ahead and do your thing. I'm keeping it real, bro.
Hey, you right though.
Niggas don't talk like this. That's why I'm different. I'm different. So I was like, okay, my Duke happy. You know what I'm saying? I want a little bit more spaghetti because you happy today. Love and happiness, okay? Put some more happiness on this plate, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? I get my extra spaghetti. I go in my room. I leave them alone. Look, keep playing what you want to play. I hear some other things, but then I hear my mom singing, and I'm like, damn, my mom can sing. So I started singing in the room and start picking up all this music, and then my brother became a DJ. Then I learned from my brother. I got my butt beat for touching his equipment. Then I got my own equipment. Then I got my own team and started making hip hop. And now look.
They seen that those nickels weren't touching the electrical tape. That's what happened, wasn't it?
Bro, the other day I pulled out some turntables on them, just like my lady and stuff. Like they wanna do. They doing like when I tell you this, it's gonna shock you. Like she's learning to DJ right now. I'm teaching her, but she gets mad because she said I won't touch the turntables. No, I want to see what you got because it's you right now.
Right.
Want to learn. After I see what you pick up and what you do and what you do wrong, then I can tweak you. So I got a turntable. The first day I got word, why go get her pair where you had to put the nickels on, put the tape. You know what I'm saying? And I gave it to her. She was like, why you put those on? I said, you'll see, because you don't need them. Because your hand, you just so heavy at everything, so you're gonna need this. And then she was like, oh, I can feel it, yeah. And now she's like, oh, but I'm just waiting to see what your hands are gonna do. No, You have to learn your craft, and then after that, I will give you everything else you need.
Right.
That's what I do, bro. It's like I like to teach people. Like a lot of the artists, the Manchus and everybody that just stuck with me, they were all a part of me. But also, I taught them how to record themselves. I taught them how to use. I taught all of them how to use the ASR. Marcus, my cousin Marcus Logan taught me, and Dirty taught me. Dirty gave me my first ASR. He gave me the ASR 10. I had bought the Sonic 16 Plus. That was before the ASR. So like I'm still using the stuff that that Timberlake is using. You know what I'm saying? He's still using those keyboards. I still got them too. You know what I'm saying? I haven't used it lately, but trust me, I'm nice on them. But that's my thing, bro. Like I like to invent new stuff, and I like to be different from everybody because I know everybody like, yo, man, this is what I need to wake up to in the morning. But listen, when you put this music in your car, this is what you're going to drive down the highway to. Because all that other stuff, it only lasts for a little while, and then it's like, damn, this shit is giving me a headache. You know, I hate headache music. We don't need that no more, man. We need substance in our life, especially with all of this. They said beauty calms the beauty calms the savage and the beast. You know what I'm saying? The music calms the savage and the beast. You know.
So it's crazy as you said that. Royal Monk was playing at the same time, and I really think that's one of those songs that sets that type of mood where it's just like, you know, you gotta kind of chill.
Yeah. Yo. And then like another one too that like after the reason why I did my album on the prophecy, and I wanted a part where it takes a moment, and I did it with Papa Wu, God bless his dad, was Buddha Bless Me. Buddha Bless Me was to give you a little bit of knowledge. I didn't want to just be one of them artists that, you know, I gave you hip hop, I gave you this, but I didn't give you no education on my album.
Right.
Because then I wouldn't be who I am to the fullest. You know, I'm not a savage in the pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying? I'm a poor righteous teacher of the nations of the gods and earth. And my duty is to teach the uncivilized civilization. That's why I'm blessed, because 95% of the people who listen to my music in Europe have learned English from me.
Straight
you understand
up.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of people that can say that their music has taught people English in Europe. A lot of this new shit that they got is not helping our people in Europe. They like it, but they not getting no math from it. So when I'm with people and I'm seeing people, the first thing they say to me like, yo man, you number one in my house. Oh, it's okay if you come stay in my house to day anything. I want my family to meet you and show you. Yo, I learned English from you, Buddha monk. It's you who teach me this shit, man. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's got to be a great feeling too,
bro. I've heard it so many times, but you know when it became even greater is when you started seeing people wear your logo on their ass, their face, their neck, their titties, just places that you didn't think that, on their rib cage, on their arms, like yo, Buddha monk, I see you, nigga. Like, and they walk up to you showing you they tattoo and shit, and you looking like, yo, wow, okay. So I'm doing the right thing, and I'm not making my people be dumb and foolish with it.
Right.
You know, Rise is this great king who can teach those civilization. So that's what I want my hip hop to be more than anything. I don't care if it don't make millions like everybody else. As long as I got the followers that are following me and they understand me and my culture and my way of life can help them to help their people, I've seen people learn from me and become successful. What more could you ask for after that? You know, God has been so good to me. So like, I don't have many complaints. If I could do it all over again, would I do anything different? Maybe, but girls was never an option. I don't care about the women like that. I respect the women. I love the women for loving my music, but all of that, like going to hotels, popping off and all that, I wasn't into that anyway. I would be in a hotel chilling with the equipment more than anything. I did get some masks, I ain't gonna lie, because you don't do those. We don't lie on ourselves, you know, but I was more so like staying with the equipment, letting all the other people do what they had to do, thinking of new ideas for music, new stuff that we needed to do, and just like, yo, what if we did this? Like, there was even a time though we was getting ready to like make some crazy different things happen, like act like two of us was arguing from the same group just to make everybody think it was crazy, because even when we said we wasn't gonna do it, everybody else wound up doing it, and we should have done it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So and Dirty was the first one initiated to do this shit. He was like, yo, we gonna look, let's just say I'm mad at y'all, I'm not fucking with y'all. Y'all say a rhyme about me. I'll be like, I ain't worried about it, let them live, man. And then like everybody's trying to pay attention and see if y'all can hang out with us, but they don't really know I'm in the studio, help me out with this shit. And this is the kind of stuff Dirty was thinking, like, we was gonna make this like the next empire. You understand what I'm saying? How the chaos is an empire, but ours was gonna be so real because it wasn't gonna be video cameras and all that shit. Nobody was on TV like that then. Everybody was just strictly radio shit happening.
Right. You had to pick up a magazine or something and read that too.
Right. So we would have had to see it through magazine and just radio. Get it? So that's what I'm saying. For us, it was harder. If I had 15 more years back from now, from this age, to do some other shit, I would murder them. I would murder I would definitely take over. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know what it takes, but I'm not greedy. So I'd rather just continue to put out these singles. I have a lot of different things going on, but I'm gonna let you ask some questions so that way I can just drop them short to you and let you know what's the next step.
Nah, brother, I'm here for it all. You know, you're dropping megaton bombs right there, and I'm pretty sure everybody watching, everybody's gonna watch it afterwards can really appreciate it. And I definitely appreciate it. You know, me being a fellow beat maker, producer myself, just hearing the journey and hearing what it takes, and it's humbling. It's really humbling.
Bro, it's been rough. Has it been non-successful? No, I will never say that. When I say rough, it's rough because for every moment that you try to sit and build a new brand of music, a new brand of clothing, a new brand of thinking, a new brand of, you know, doors opening and people receiving what you're trying to do. You know, the hardest part to it is not creating the music they want, but not selling yourself short for $1. That's the hard part. You understand what I'm saying? That's the biggest part, and I'm gonna tell you why that's the hardest part. Because a lot of people, you know, all that Illuminati shit and all that, we're not getting into all that because that shit is whack. I don't believe in none of it. I believe in the devil, and I believe in God. There is a devil always on your back, and there's God always trying to fight the devil off for you. So those people over there are savages in the pursuit of happiness. The ones over here, no matter how much you walk that righteous path, the devil always has a quicker way to get into success, but it doesn't last forever, and you lose many people on the way trying to gain it. So what I'm saying to everybody who's listening, maybe you need to take the little longer way to make it happen. But at the same time, I need y'all to start building yourselves, brothers and sisters, a little bit different. I want you to do your rap, but don't do it to the point where your girl about to kick you out, you ain't got no rent, you can't pay your bills, your child is suffering, all that. If that shit is not doing for you quick enough to do something, make this your priority and keep that a bay. Because tell your girl you love her. Take your girl out to eat. Don't sit in that studio and try to make 15 songs and then play them, and then your friends that's in the studio tell you it's okay, and then you bring that shit out to the world with people like me and other people who are like, yo, man, this what this nigga was in the fucking studio doing? Yo, he blew a fuck. That shit is trash. And that's one thing about me that everybody know. I don't have a problem telling you your shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like, I want people to tell me about my shit because but you'd be surprised.
You don't want no yes men or women around you.
Yeah, because you know, and one thing about a woman, they give you the best input on shit because they the ones when they in the club, they sweat, they getting their freak on. They don't mean to be little freaky little dinkies and all that shit, but yo, your music gets into their bone, they are ready to bone. That's just it. That's just it. It's real. You know? So I didn't tell you to make freaky music. I told you to make music that make their bones move. See, that's what I'm saying. People miss the message because they heard the word freaky sex. You see what I'm saying? But you missed the message.
Yo, that's
the message.
That's a good point right there too. So, and not to cut you, but after you say what you're gonna say, can you touch on sexualization of music and imagery as well?
Oh my God. Oh God. Here we go. All that. Like, I've been on TikTok and all these other pages, and I'm listening to the songs. Dick, pussy, fuck, shit, asshole, what, this, that. And this shit is getting, because the girl has a beautiful body, this shit is getting, she's getting 2,000 views, 4,000 views, 5,000 views, 6,000 views. She has a boyfriend at home, but she's on TikTok promoting herself as a slutty ass bitch. Excuse the expression to all the people watching right now, but y'all need to learn it the real way, otherwise it won't feel right. So what y'all do, you make yourself look bad because you keep presenting yourself to the world like you an easy catch. Then when you get with these dudes, you do the things they want to do, and then when you get caught by somebody who's not in that world that you in, you try to say the dude took the shit from you, or dude, you know, a lot of y'all tried to piss on R. Kelly, but y'all knew R. Kelly was pissing on y'all. Y'all knew it. Y'all loved it. Y'all all, but when y'all all see that y'all can make some money from it, now y'all all trying to throw the nigga up under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, it takes two to tango. None of them ever said he slapped them to the ground and ripped their clothes off. They said he engineered an idea in their head for them that it was all right for them to fucking suck him and all this other shit. You knew what the fuck he was doing when you went in there. You heard his music bumping grind. That shit should have told you from there what it was about. He said he don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Why did you go and test that? You knew that's what he was talking about. So if I made a song saying, my day is getting better, but I still want to touch your titties. So now you walk up to me like, who the monk? My day is getting better, but I still want you to touch my titty. And then I'm like, oh, word? Yeah, you touch it, Buddha. And then some of your friends come in and catch you like, why you touch my titty? Because you just told me to. I didn't tell you that. You see what he just did? He violated me. Because your friend, you didn't want your friend to know you was a slut bucket. I'm not saying all you women. I'm just telling you the ones who play that role. So the sexual part of it, I think we need to be more careful and stop using our women as sex tools, because you got a daughter. You have a daughter, you have a son. You don't want no guy sticking nothing in your son, and you don't want your son sitting around here having sex with a whole lot of girls. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach them to do what you say, not do as they please. And it comes from you being an adult and taking the responsibility to teach your kids civilization. Because a lot of these kids right now is misconstrued, and what's making it worse, DCF is making it harder for us to train our kids, because they won't even let us whip their ass. If you whip their ass, they take your kid. You understand what I'm saying? But back in the day, when I was growing up, you did some shit, my moms would throw the whole pot at you. The pot with the grits in it, whoop your ass, make you go get those switches off the tree.
Make you pick the weapon.
You ain't got none of that no more. So that's why these kids is out here shooting each other. That's why these kids is out here killing each other. That's why these kids are staying out to 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You 13, 14, 15 years old, and you outside to 4 in the morning, I will beat your ass if you was my kid. You understand what I'm saying? It starts with the parents. It starts with parenting. And those who are making the music, be careful what you say and do, because you are leading. Don't sell yourself don't sell yourself short, because yo, bro, all of that y'all all thinking is cool. All the more attention you get on it, them two dudes over in the corner, I don't like that shit. You remember Belly? Mm-hmm. I gotta do something about this shit. When he was eating a banana, he saw Method Man and driving by. He said, I don't like that shit. I gotta do something about this. And the nigga turned the whole city on them niggas, right? And the police came for them. Niggas shot at them, tried to kill them and everything. But that's the way it go. So stop being flashy. Just do music. Make people love your music. When you go into a club, sit in the corner and tell them, please, I don't want to do paparazzi today. When you get out the club, let them take their pictures. Let them see you in the club pouring, lick on a bitch and shit like that. Y'all niggas is stupid. Y'all fucking out. What are y'all doing? Y'all making it seem like this is the reason music is made for you to disrespect women and just be rich and go buy Louis Vuitton and all this shit. No education on saving money up, you know what I'm saying, and buying all of this corporate shit from them. Jay-Z was smart. He bought shit from everybody. That's why he's a billionaire. Dr. Dre, billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? So I see y'all got these bracelets and watches on, of course, more than y'all 6 family houses, and y'all still ain't getting it. Y'all not getting it. You just want to treat the women like sluts, call them stud buckets, missiles, owls, whatever, and think like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm on top of the world. Yeah, right. Little do you know, you're not what people need to know about and what people are looking for. But I don't understand how we can stop it, because for the simple fact, if 2 of them see it do it now, 7 of them follow. And all of these niggas with these funny looking long shoes on with no socks and pants falling off and all that shit, no wonder y'all falling off and dying, because you can't run. The shoes are slippery, the pants is falling off, and you ain't got no more fucking, listen, no meat on these niggas. These niggas, and the only thing that they can find you, the best way they find you is because of your dreads. Your dreads is all bushy up in the air. There you go. They go to shop right there, the skinny shop, running down the road. That's how you know. That's what. Yo, bro, these niggas is crazy, bro. Like, the music has made them to make them seem like it's on some whole different other shit than music, hip hop and R&B and all that shit. It's not about that, bro. Like, we need to tell each other more. I mean, like, have some fun with it, but you also need to let everybody know, man, hip hop is something that, you know, it's a culture and it's a way of life, and it's about your hard times growing up. Like, you know, the shooting in the street and what you had to do to get out of it to become successful. Like Nas and everybody else did. Biggie, right. Wu-Tang, you know, do the same thing. We set the course for y'all to be able to keep it going. But what happens? You get 2 new artists. Everybody think that that's the wave, and they all forget about what really is music is about.
Right. And you know what, honestly, I would be remiss if I didn't say that, you know, and a lot of us out here are like that, you know, you choose the latter path, well, that type of energy in certain situations, and you kind of get caught up. And that, what you just said, the same analogy that you made about the female coming and reciting the lyrics, having you do it, and then be like, well, wait a minute, my friends don't like this and people don't like seeing me do this. It's almost the same thing, because you can get caught up just by being in that low vibrational system. All it takes is a second, just like that. I've been there. I'm sure a lot of listeners, watchers, right now, later on, they'll be able to say that it's happening to them too, if they're humble about it, you know.
Yeah, and it's just crazy, bro. Like, I just want my people to understand that music is a platform for you to find a way of being successful, making companies, getting businesses, opening up movie theaters, clothing lines, barbecue sauces, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. It's not there for y'all to get there and make some music about, yo, what's going on your block, and y'all feel like killing each other. Oh my God, what is wrong with you kids? Move on, man. Move on. Leave the block alone. The block will be there 15 years later after you done made 15 million.
Right.
Think of me. Without us having to go through all of this over and over again, I'm gonna say this: think of making $1 million a year instead of standing on the corner and thinking of $1 million a year. Make $1 million a year every year for 15 years instead of thinking how to make $1 million for 15 years.
Straight up, that's positive affirmation right there.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? When people show you who they really are, believe them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The best way to a successful life is to guide your mind to be places where other people don't go. So that's why a lot of these people are successful. That's why they got Zoom. That's why they got, first it was Skype.
Yeah.
And it was this. Then it turned to, then they went to instant messenger. And then the phone wasn't good enough because you both got the Sprint thing. Then we had Nextels and all of that stuff. They you know, and right past our eyes. How many times have y'all sat in the crib, smoked some and said, yo, what do we make this phone? like we can see through the phone on both sides and shit. But you know, like the we can see through it, but when it ring and shit, the person, you can see them and I can see them on either side of the phone. Now they got phones like that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you sat home 17 times smoking weed, telling 17 of your friends, and none of y'all took the thought and said, yo, I took the thought from you. I did something about it. We about to make money.
Right.
Somebody told me my chicken would taste like crack. Yo, word, do your chicken, man. You need to open up a restaurant. Why you think I'm trying to do all of this? Smack your taste buds and everything else. Because the people who got the money that's willing to invest in me are going to hear sooner or later that they need to put some money up for me to have a restaurant. I could do it, but having the investors into it is going to bring it a whole different ballgame, because now I get to pick what city, what state, and how much I want to franchise, how many different places at one time. I don't want to open one restaurant by itself. I want to have, like, the minute we start, there's 10 chains already. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? So they and they're opening up in the most important cities, and people are like so addicted to this chicken. No, there's no pork. I don't do pork. I just know how to make great chicken. You understand what I'm saying? Rick Ross did it. Now he got 52 chains.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Nobody didn't know what he was doing until he got with what's the name on television and said, yeah, I got 52 chains of chicken spots. Everybody been going to these chicken spots and didn't even know he was the one that owned them.
I sure didn't. When I used to travel, I used to pick up a box of the lemon pepper ones all the time.
Exactly. Listen, I used to be a super fan of Papa John's. Who the fuck would think that Shaquille O'Neal had like 10 of them or 20 of them? Mm-hmm. This nigga, regardless to if we didn't watch him play basketball because he missed the hoop and we were mad at him for the night, we showing up for fucking up his pizza. You feel me?
Hey, he made it up by missing them because, by him coming in for the win like that, especially after that bad publicity, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's being a superhero to your culture. Oh, okay, you want to use that bad publicity, have these things to say about our culture. Let me get that. I'll just take over the company and make it more successful.
No, I don't. In the back seat? Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, brother.
No, it's all
sorry
good,
about
brother.
That. Everybody, people's cars running out of, and she going to help them with their car. That's all right. I ain't know. I got to do my interview. I'm here for this. Bro, there's so many different things that can create a person to be a fantastic artist. One, be humble. Let's get to those.
Yeah.
Because this can help you down the line. One, be humble. Two, if you're really not in a relationship with a chick, I'm not saying let her go, but let her know from the door before you get into a serious relationship with her what your goals are and what you're trying to do. That way, from the door, she can decide whether she wants to hang around for it or she would like to move on. And you got to let her know how serious you are about it. You can't play it with her like, yo, you already got it happening. And then she's like 6 weeks with you in, and then she's watching all these niggas with this money on television. And then when she come to you, you asking her for a cigarette. You understand what I'm saying?
Straight up.
It just don't add up. So brothers, start being, and you too, fake ass women, stop doing that. Fake ass niggas and fake ass women, stop. So that go for both of y'all, because I don't want women to think that I'm coming at them just like that. But I am, some of them. Anyway, the other side of it is respect the woman that you would spend time with her. Don't make this a full-time job. And I lost good women behind traveling, doing this to take care of the kids. Just because I wanted to take care of the kids and then take care of what was between their legs and how they felt about being out in the atmosphere with everybody else. I mean, that's just the reward. You got to either accept one and lose the other, or you get all the rewards that you expect and lose a lot of things that didn't become a part of your life. And I did that. My kids didn't have to want for nothing. I didn't have to want for anything, so I was blessed. And at the same time, it was like, okay, I'm gonna consider it a gift and a curse. That's the best way to describe it. It's a gift because you're doing what you do and you love what you do. The curse of it is you can lose a lot of friends and family behind the shit. If they're not really your friends, it'll show. But if they're your friends and you did something that just didn't make it, that they continue to be your friend, I don't know, you have to judge for yourself, was they ever your friends in the first place or not. But if you lose family behind it, it's because their patience has worn thin, is what I would like to say. It wears thin because the wait for you to come home. Oh, when he come home, we going out. Oh, when he come home, we going to do movies, restaurants, and all that. But at the same time, you got to be looking at it in a way you're kind of getting used because everybody's waiting for you to come home and break off how hard you worked on the road. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be able to make one successful, and that it'll help to build everything else around you. I tell you, another thing that's important, you have to find somebody that is into the same shit that you into. If they feel like going to bed at 7:30, it's because they feel like going to bed at 7:30. If you feel like doing music, they love you because they love to hear you do your music and they care that you're in there doing music. They'd rather go to bed and let you create, so when they wake up, they can hear some of your new shit and be your first fan. You need a companionship like that laying next to you, a companion who loves what you do. You know what I'm saying? If she had an office in the house and her office was down there, but yet she got the door open listening to you make some new shit, she like, damn, that shit gonna be hot when it hit the radio. I ain't worried about it. We good. You know what I'm saying? But they be like, hey, babe, you want to go take lunch? Come on, let's go take lunch. She's like, and you want to chill with her for like another hour because you miss her. You want to spend time. She's like, no, come on, you need to get back into the studio. Right. Now we working. And the same thing. You need to get back to work. Let's go. Chop, chop. You know what I'm saying? Another dollar, a shorter dollar is another thing that we can't get in this house when we ready to pay for it. So we make the money as we also enjoy each other through this endeavor. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to find women that fit who you are, and you got to tell them what you're looking for out of it. You can't play with it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be with a girl, but you don't want a serious relationship with her, tell her, because she going to hang around. There's so many chicks that want to be like that anyway, if you just tell them. You understand what I'm saying? They don't really want to be in a relationship either. They want to soar their wings, but also you can catch AIDS and syphilis and herpes simplex and all that shit doing all that. So there's a lot of pros and a lot of odds in that shit. You understand what I'm saying? The pros and cons in it is set. You know, this floor right here, this particular floor is set to be checked or made. You understand what I'm saying? You may have to get checked out, or you may have checkmate and didn't get all of that. When you look back later on, what did you get out of it? Did you get a job? Did you get any money? Did your family get taken care of? So that's what I'm saying. That little bit of what you're doing right there is wasting time for you to create who you can be in your music. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not what you really trying to do. And you also got to find somebody that, even if they're not doing they love what you do, but now you gotta love what they do, and they gotta be able to accept you telling them what they might be doing wrong in their job, because they love trying to tell you what's wrong in your job, and then we like, nah, I got it. Just wait till you hear the shit, and then they like, my bad, baby, you just made another hit. The world love it. I get that. Trust me, every man gets that. So those are another things you got to do. Another thing you got, like I said, with the humbleness and everything, you got to also be able, like, don't disrespect your fans in no kind of way. No matter how bad you feeling for the day and everything, someone will walk up to you and ask you for your autograph. Take that 2 seconds out of your life, no matter how you feeling, unless it's dangerous, like you got something that can make them sick or something like that. If it's like that, then don't go near them. But if you can just sign an autograph and take a picture and walk off, yo, you just made their day. They gonna buy all your albums, tell 10 of their friends, and they 10 friends gonna tell 10 friends, and so on and so on. You moving now. You understand what I'm saying? You moving. So those are some of the things I would like for everybody to know. Don't worry on a major label right now. If you could get distribution deals, cool. Get your distribution deals up. Do that. But I tell you right now, you can put everything in all the stores around the world where everybody is at if you just get internet suave. You understand what I'm saying? If you got internet know-how and you know where everybody's placing their music, you just got to find the system that is going to work to get you in like everybody else is. You can have, like I said, they can have the hottest music in the world. But you put one song out that everybody loves, you're going to be just as hot as them. And you did it through the internet to whereas they had to go through a lot of other stuff to get it to that point and pay a lot of people off. But nowadays, a lot of the people are going to the lower numbers and looking to see where they can find this new art that they want to put out to the world to make music more fuller. Because like, if you look at it, there's not a lot of new artists. It's not. Actually, it's getting less. They say a lot of names, and a lot of names is disappearing. As fast as they're making artists, and artists are dying, or artists are like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just ridiculous. So you have to be humble. You have to just take the time now and put your own music online. Don't have somebody. Don't be like you, the lawyer, and also the company that knows the company. So now the company before the company that's going to put it out is making money just because they connected you to. Nah, you don't have to go through all those sources no more. It could just be you and the company. You understand what I'm saying?
What you basically saying to him is just don't go chasing the allure. Don't.
Right.
Yeah.
You heard who's the first person to say it in a way that we can all respect it? Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, TLC. Straight up.
TLC. You understand what I'm saying? Don't go chasing waterfalls. You dig? But people be just thinking, oh, what does she mean by that? Was it some drug thing? No, it's the same that you need to figure it out, and everything that you're doing in that moment that is being created for you to be successful in life, dummy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just like some people do some shit. What are you doing, you big dummy? Who said it? Matt Fox. You know what I'm saying? You big dummy. Yeah, like, yo, it's all of this stuff was handwritten for us, brother. All of this stuff was written for us, and it was written for a reason, because it wasn't the words that would make people feel like going out there gonna shoot you. It made them feel like they made a mistake, they need to create themselves different and start all over again. You understand what I'm saying?
You know.
You got to remember, in this hip-hop world, you can create yourself a million times. I give you some people who did it, you just didn't know. When Jay-Z first came out, niggas wasn't even trying to pick up off that yiggity, miggity, maggity, diggity shit when he first did it. They went back and got those albums after he switched over and came into the world of rapping like Jay-Z and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Biggie and all of them. You understand what I'm saying? But when he first started doing rap, there was people who loved him, but they didn't follow him like they was following him after he switched up everything. He reinvented himself.
Yeah, they wanted to hear that Hawaiian Sophie when they wanted to try to get the... They wanted to try to learn the secrets, basically. Yeah.
No. But then, when Buster started... then all of a sudden... With a way, all of a sudden now you hear, I'm fixing to show the nigga, and then when the little two little niggas crisscross, yeah. Then all of a sudden everybody started accepting it. Then when they went back and went and got Jay-Z other albums. You see what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, there's always room for trial and error in this music game. But what you gotta do, when you find your glitch or your itch, you got to stay with it. You can't keep switching up unless you're talented enough to do it. Drake, talented enough to do it. Kanye, talented enough to do it. Even though sometimes, even with him, I'll be like, what the fuck, nigga? But it works, you know? there's a lot of shit that I seen Kanye do that I think I would never done, but I'm like, yo, the people are eating this shit up. So that means they was ready for it. It's just a lot of people who've done shit like they wasn't, you know, they like you got a lot of people who put out their first 5, 6, like Jizza and them. Jizza had some songs he had put out that some people love RZA's shit and Jizza's shit, but they didn't like their first albums and all that shit. And then they reevaluated themselves, reinvented themselves, and then did the Protect Your Neck album and started putting out Love You Rakim and all this other, tried some other stuff, and then all of a sudden, bam, here it is. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people are forgetting you can reinvent yourself in this music game so many times. But once you find out that you get 200 or 400 people behind you that's not your friends and they start liking what you're doing, you got to figure out how to keep that momentum going. And that's hard for a lot of people because of the distractions of relationships, the distraction of not paying your bills, the distractions of not having a job. If you got a job, a lot of your stress gonna come on. If you pay all your bills, a lot of your stress gonna come on.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If you got a woman that's making meals while you're trying to create and make the world go better, a lot of more distraction gonna come on. Sex is not the key to feeling better. The key to feeling better is knowing that you have a way to feed your family the next day after what you did the day before. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not eating today, you better be eating tomorrow. If 10 days done went by and you didn't eat the way you think you should eat, then you got to reevaluate and reset yourself. And yo, I'll get back to the rap in a minute. Let me go find this job. Word? Yeah, I got a job. Okay, cool. Now, what days I got off? Tuesday and Wednesday. You got Tuesday and Wednesday off? Give your girl Tuesday, do your music Wednesday. Everybody happy. Your girl got 1 day, you got 1 day. Now, if you only got 4 days, give your girl 2 days and still take 1 day. Or give your girl 2 days this week and take 1 day, and then the next following week you take 2 days and give her 1 day. But still, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah. The family is happy. The family's happy because you're focusing. So I'm not saying I've seen people devote their whole life to this and become beast on it. But that's not the system for everybody. That don't work. I'm trying to tell you a system that can work where you can still prosper, make good music, and still elevate to become successful in this game some kind of way. Because not everybody is going to make it to the forefront. People are gonna want you. People might want you to do shit for Netflix. People might want you to do shit for advertisement and all that, producing tracks. People may, when Heavy D and all of them stopped rapping, this nigga was producing shit for everything and everybody, television shows and all kinds of shit. All of these people and people that, like RZA, even though RZA wasn't putting out albums like there was no more, and they was doing other shit, RZA was producing production for everything. This nigga was in movies and shit everywhere, but his production is everywhere. You didn't even know he did it. You just happened to watch this show this day on Netflix, and RZA's name came up as one of the people produced on it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not always in the front of your face. What's behind the scenes also can make you rich. So I'm just trying to give everybody these pointers because these are the things people don't talk about on radio and talk about when they do an interview. People need focus and guidance. They need guidance to a better tomorrow. And even with everything that's going on in this pandemic, make the internet your best fucking friend right now and destroy it. Mm-hmm. Burn out 16 computers trying to figure that shit out. On the 17th one, you better be rich. But have a goal. Have a goal.
I think everything that you spoke on leads to one direction, and that's creating your own table.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me explain to you. The table that I've created, it's always full. And you know why? Because there's so many people I can keep continuously giving this knowledge to. Mm-hmm. And so many people believe in the things I do. And I'm so humble because, like, I'm not like a lot of artists, man. I don't let this shit get to my head. You know what I'm saying? One thing everybody know about Buddha, yo, you'd be surprised when you have them. Look, all these other people get on here, they smoke their weed, talk shit, act. I'm like, why you acting all like that? Okay, because you hip hop, but you don't still have to act like that. You know what I'm saying? Be humble. Make them feel like, yo, the brother got everything. He ain't even acting wild. He got on here. He had a conversation with me. I felt comfortable. I'm going to invite him back for another show. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the kind of person people want to invite back to shows over and over again. I'm not that kind of rap. They be like, yo, bro, I'll never, ever fucking want to do another interview with that nigga again. Humble. I'm carrying a slice of humble pie with me everywhere I go because Allah has taught me. If he hasn't taught me anything more important than this, you understand what I'm saying? Being humble and respectful will get you everywhere. Being an asshole and a dickhead will get you nothing, and don't nobody in the industry want to deal with you. That's just it, bro. That's just it. And you got to remember, a lot of these people were young when I was coming up doing it, so they seen me, but they didn't know what I really do. They thought I was just a bodyguard at first. A lot of people thought I was just a bodyguard. They didn't know that I was the nigga really pushing buttons behind a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's water under the bridge. I'm not gonna sit here and tell. A lot of people didn't even know that I was the one that did the original singing on Cream. Okay, I'm on a multi-platinum album, and I didn't get $1. Am I bitching about it? No. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them because you know what? I still got a lot of notoriety out of it, and I still made money off the brand that who we are and what we do. And I took my position in that music of being with them and learning from them and making my way of life for my family. I didn't wait on no man. I did it my motherfucking self. I got out of my bed every day. Listen, I got 8 kids. I got 8 kids with 6 baby mothers. I lost 6 baby mothers dealing with this bullshit. But I'm still here and we all still friends. I call them, I talk to them on the regular. I know sometimes it ain't mine too. They probably wishing like, yo, I shouldn't have never left him because he's a good father. A lot of my baby mothers tell me, don't you ever disrespect your father because your father always been there for you. So I love that. I got 1 or 2 kids I wish I could knock their ass out, but you know, it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a way of growing up. But as far as everything else, bro, I love all my family because my family has been supportive on this ride. They're angry that a lot of shit that was supposed to happen for me didn't happen because people, like I said, they act like they're happy for you, but really, they don't give a fuck about you. I'm not crying over spilled milk. I'm successful. Right now, if my family or my moms or somebody call me saying they need something, they got it. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I want all of y'all out there to look at it the same way. I want you to respect your family, respect your mother, stop being disobedient, eat your motherfucking spinach. Because a lot of y'all are rotten inside. When y'all pass gas, it smells like the whole fucking place is coming down. Because y'all not eating the right proper vegetables and drinking water, and y'all need to leave Kool-Aid alone. Because if y'all plan on getting on the road, you're going to have to drink a lot of water. All that drinking sugar Kool-Aid will kill you. You'll catch heart attacks and catch diabetes and everything being on the road and just continuously drinking and serving sugars and liquor. No. When you get on that road, be smart. Drink water. Drink plenty of water, eat lots of fruits, and keep building rice, chicken, you know, and go to different places and try different foods. Don't get to Paris and want a fucking McDonald's burger. You did that shit while you was in Brooklyn or in the Bronx or somewhere or wherever you're from. Why the hell would you want to go to Europe and experience a cheeseburger from a different McDonald's? Yeah. Some of this shit be making me mad, bro, because people don't be understanding that the blessing for you to go out to another state and learn is to learn their different foods and stuff and see what kind of, you know, like stuff that they cook with and stuff that you can bring back to this side of town and teach people over here how to cook it. It's different things, but it's all in the music. It was music that took you over there to learn that. You feel me?
That's true. You know, get some
Music is it's a symbolic note to everything, bro. Music is the key to everything. It can open up so much for you, my brother. It can open up so much for you, but it just for some people it opens up too much for them, and that's why a lot of our brothers are falling and dying, because too much at one time. Some people think they're ready for it, and yo, you gotta really be ready for this music shit. This shit can make you or it can kill you. And that's it. I don't even know what else to tell them. If you want to find me, you can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on you can find me on everything. I'm practically on everything now. I'm on Spotify. I'm where everybody else is at. If you think that person is there, I'm there. Just type in my name and stop doing it BUDDAH. It's BUDDHA. That's the problem. People be looking for me, but they do BUDDAH. It's not BUDDAH. It's BUDDHA. MONK. Buddha Monk. But on TikTok, it's Buddha.monk. You know, not the DOT, but just the dot, Buddha.monk. So if people want to find me on TikTok, y'all can find me there. If you want to find me on iTunes, I'm on iTunes. All my songs is on iTunes, Spotify, like I said, iHeartRadio. I'm everywhere. The boss joint is like in 60 to 70 different major outlets of the internet, pushing hard. And if you want to buy it, purchase it, or if you just want to go listen to it, either way, I appreciate you for even taking your time. I'm humble because you even take the time and just see what the Buddha Monk swag is all about. You know what I'm saying? My swag is different. My style is different from yours. Make one bitch, one drop the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Best said it. This is what we do. Our style different from y'all. Yeah. But stay positive.
Yeah, most definitely. You definitely dropped a lot on us today, and like I said again, you know, I definitely appreciate it. You know, when one of the elder spokesmen steps up to speak up, I know when to just let it go.
I want to thank you for having me, because all things would not be possible without people like you taking the time out to interview us and letting the world know we still exist, we still doing our thing. So I want everybody to give you a round of applause, because without you, King, there is no me.
And they,
you know what I'm saying? The doc is definitely in the motherfucking building. The doc is definitely in the motherfucking building. Y'all better recognize and respect it now.
Get my lab coat.
Right. Yeah. You know what? You need to start shooting your shits in a lab coat, bro, with the things for the ear to check the heart and everything. Yo, hold on. Put the doctor coat on and the doctor is in the building. You know what I'm saying? You need to do that. Bro, that's a good edge to making people start setting it up, because it says the doctor. So what you got for us today? Hey, what can I put down my arm today, doc? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
Is it an allergic reaction, or am I going to feel better after I hear this? No, after you hear this, you definitely going to feel better. Oh, doc, you right. I slept like a baby, because everything that was in that needle was definitely, it definitely healed my body. And that's why you got to do it. You gotta have your doctor coat on with the tongue, the things on, the stethoscope to check people, and have your little pin up in your jacket and take a picture like that and make that the front page thing of with the little heartbeat line going across and shit, and your signature. Tell him.
There it is. Hey, you know, just like you said, we gotta keep that vibration.
I told you I create ideas. I stay on ideas. That's a hot idea. Don't let it go to waste, man.
I absolutely won't. Y'all heard it right here. You know, this is Buddha Monk with the HA, not the AH. Y'all remember that if y'all searching for him. So if y'all see this on the next thumbnail, or if you see this on any photo shoot, just know that this brother helped me out with it.
Yeah, not only that, please support the brother, because yo, he's doing a beautiful thing. He's still giving y'all a reason to try to find out how hip-hop is really created in its form and fashion to making y'all better artists today. You know what I'm saying? Because learning from us is only going to make you better in what you do today. That's how I see it. You can take that as a blessing, I'll be saying that, or you can take it and don't do nothing with it. I don't care. I've made my time from it. I care that I do want to reach the ones that do care and tell you I care for those who take heed to what we talked about today.
That's right. That's right. And y'all can play this back at any time. This live back. And you know, one of the things that I want to leave this off on is something that my elders would always say is the reason why you have two ears and one mouth. And it's to do just what I did for the majority of this time, because this brother was dropping plenty of jewels. So if you're listening to this and it's on a pre-recorded show, I got you, Buddha Monk. I got you over here as far as on your Facebook. I know you can't really see what the viewers are going to see right now, but I have you at Lord Buddha Monk on Facebook. Is that correct?
On Facebook, it's just Buddha Monk.
Okay.
The page that everybody could go to, it could be /Monk Lohan, MONKLOHAND. That's MONKLOHAND, or Ellery Chambers. What y'all see is when you go on the page, if you go today and you want to try to add yourself or send me a message so I can add you, what you could do is you go on there and you will see gorilla with a crown on, Zoo at the top and Bullies at the bottom. That's the new shirts that we actually pressing up. They're already been shipped to Paris and everywhere. People are buying the shirt everywhere. If you want to purchase the shirt, you can actually purchase the shirt by getting in contact with me on Instant Messenger or leaving me a message, and I'll check the messages. But you got to go to the right page, because I got I got the Buddha Monk regular page, then I got Ellery Chambers. You're going to see the Ellery Chambers page. It says Buddha Monk on it too as well. Will be the one with the Zoo Bully logo. And then the other one, the other Buddha Monk page will have the whole Zoo Bully logo with everybody on it. Like, you'll see the name of the album is called Zoo Bully the Juggernauts. That's going to be one of the pictures that you'll see, one of the covers on the profile picture of one of the Facebooks. But the main one that I'm on every day is the one definitely with the gorilla with the crown on. He has a crown on his head, and it's tilted to the side, and it says Zoo at the top and Bullies at the bottom. And it's the logo of what we planting on the shirts right now. They're everywhere. If you want to get in contact with me about the shirts and find out how much they are and where you can, grab them from, and like how much it is to ship it to you and everything. We do Cash App. I don't play with that. I don't like PayPal. I don't like dealing with PayPal. PayPal is too much of a headache, and you lose money messing with PayPal. So Cash App. If you want to Cash App it to me, that's fine. If you want to Western Union to me, you just have to remember that you have to put in the extra couple of dollars for shipping and handling. And we'll let you know how much it is, because we'll find out when you tell us where you at, we usually go to the post office, find out how much would it be to ship the shirt and how much it costs. We could do up to shirts from regular shirts, from small all the way up to 5X. You have to pay for the shirts and you have to pay for the artwork on it. You could get the area code changed on the shirt if you want to. Or you can have one with our brand 718 on it, because that's where we from, if you just representing who we are and what we do. You can also purchase, we're going to be having it soon. I'm about to do a couple of different styles of hats, and then everybody will be able to tell me what kind of fitted they want, and I'll tell you how much the fitted costs, and then to put the artwork on it. And of course, shipping and handling, I have to pay for it too as well. But these are the different things we got going on and stuff like that. But the CDs and copping the singles and all of that different stuff, You gotta go to iTunes and everywhere else. I'm here. I got about like 7 to 8 albums already on iTunes from back in the days to now. A lot of people just don't know that because a lot of people just didn't know where to go. But you can go on there. You can go on chambermusic.com, chambersmusik.com. That's chambermusic.com. You can go there and request CDs. G-Clef, and Maui. Shout out to the Chamber Music family. They can definitely get the CDs out to you. You can buy from them. You can also buy, like I said, from iTunes and everywhere else, Spotify, a lot of different places. You can get the single is out right now. It's called Boss, B-O-Z-Z, Buddha Monk, Boss, featuring Zoo Bullies, B-U-L-L-I-E-Z. We don't do it with an S, we do it with a Z. And I like to say that to everybody. Like, I try to, most of the people that's going to be coming out under this branch, if they got to have a Z in their work somehow. So like Zoo Bullies, Z. Universal Zoo Disciple, Z. You know what I'm saying? Zoo Fatal, Z. So like you'll see the Z and somewhere in their lettering that let you know, that's what's going to let you know this is the straight, the family tree that Buddha Monk has created. Off of everything else that everybody know me from, I want everybody to see that I'm creating a whole new branch. And it's going to have a lot of hip-hop artists that do regular hip-hop music, and then, you know what I'm saying, trap music and everything. We also going to have groups doing trap music and everything else. I'm setting up the genres of different music for everybody to be in. And sometimes you'll see some of us go over there and rap with them, and some of them come over here and rap with us. So, but the whole objective in that whole project that I'm doing is to make sure everybody's eating, not one person eating. If a person get locked up the gate, he already did 32 songs, so he gonna eat with us the whole time while he gotta do what he gotta do. That's the whole way. That's how I'm trying to work everything out. We go in together, we eat together from the door, not waiting. I don't want to deal with no labels where we gotta keep waiting. No, when the check come, I can tell everybody how much they all getting, send them a check, and they good.
Stand up energy right there.
And if y'all still looking for somebody else to help y'all with y'all music, and you wanna be a part of what the Zoo Bully movement and everything is about, and you think you got the skills and the schematics, you know, my email is monk, MONK, LOHAND as in David, Monk Lohan at Gmail. Leave me a brief message, send me a couple of songs. I'm not doing the links. You gotta send me MP3s. You can send me a minute of, you don't have to send me the whole song because y'all don't want y'all to say somebody tried to steal your ideas and all that bullshit. I don't need to steal nobody. I'm fantastic without you. You understand what I'm saying? So what you want to do, if you want to send me a little snippet of some songs that you did, again, it's MONK LOHAND as in David, Monk Lohan at gmail.com. Send me a mail, send me a shoot. From time to time, I do check my spam because I don't know. Sometimes people go on spam, so I do check my spam. But send me an email in there, or if you do send me an email on my email, then hit me on Instant Messenger or something and say, hey, Buddha, I sent something for you to check out. Can I get your opinion? Or I would like to know if I have what it takes to be a part of y'all and work with y'all and do music, because I'm really, a fan of the music that y'all do. That's the kind of music I like doing. And if you work out, we're going to work you out. But if you don't work out, we're going to work you out. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's a workout.
So
that's why they like the hip hop we do, because the word work for both sides. You feel me?
That's right. That's right. I'm following you 100% on that.
Yeah. Creativity is a motherfucker. If you can't use it on both sides, then what the hell are you in this game for in the first place?
Right, carry the one. Gotta do the math right.
Now that's one of those things that make you go, I'm out of here, y'all. I love y'all, man.
Hey, thanks again, Buddha Monk. Let's do this again sometime.
Bro, whenever you ready, just set it up. Let me know. If you know what, you got all that, go put in what you think you didn't get. Let me know, and then we set up another date. As soon as you're ready to do another one, it don't matter.
Dope.
I promise you, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there like swimwear.
It sounds good, bro.
Ready to take another dive. I love you, bro. Peace to all my peoples, all the fans, and peace to all my brothers and sisters. Please stay safe. Don't let this coronavirus make you feel like you can't do nothing in life. Reevaluate, reinvent yourself, and do something with the time that you have home. Because if this shit goes away, a lot of y'all will be lost and have nothing. And he loves the devil because the devil gives him nothing. So please take the time to make something. Open up your own businesses while you're home right now, smelling your husband's funky ass. I'm out of here. Salute.
Salute, bro.
Peace.